body wash. This is called a rag. I like to use white. This is the rag that I've been using since Sunday. I like to use white. Why I like to use white? Because I like to see what I'm rubbing off on my skin. So I use body wash. I open it, I put a little bit because I want this to last me a long time. I think I paid like $10.49, it was on sale. So yeah, body wash. I'm not advertising for the company, body wash. I put it. Now, we don't think about certain places to wash when we take in a shower. Behind the ears. See? Behind here, behind there. Here. This. There. Here. Because our pores sometimes build up fat. And if sometimes you squeeze the nose and you pass it and you smell, you will understand what I'm talking about. I think many of us have done that. Anywhere where there's like sometimes many of us drool when we sleep with our mouth open, and we have things run down here, and we turn and twist. So if we only wash from here, because we're not washing the hair, behind here can smell a little funny. The armpit, the less hair you have on your armpits, the less smellier your armpits will be. Now, sometimes the deodorant is just not enough. I like to use this. I put a little bit in my hand and I dust it. I like it. Don't have to use much. It's kind of pricey, $6.99. I've had this for a while, but I put a little bit, okay? Sometimes the deodorant, we need more than deodorant, but we have to remember to. What about down below? Yes, I would think many of us wash that daily, or that area, but I think we need to wash it more than just daily. I'll tell you the reason. According to what we eat, our body gives off a different odor. Listen, if you eat too much fish, down there will smell fishy. If you eat too much meat, down there will smell funny. Now, what we eat is what we put out. Have you ever noticed eating asparagus? I'll tell you, because I had to figure it out. And when you use the bathroom to urinate, it has a different odor. Why is that? It's asparagus. Now, can you imagine just taking a piece of toilet paper and wiping, and you do that 3-4 times a day without washing, your pores, your skin is gonna have a smell. And this is the reason we have wipes, so we can use it. Or we can wet paper towel and we can wipe and then we can dry. Young ladies who are having menses and travel, or maybe out of home, should have wipes and a change of underwear in case there is an accident, meaning a leakage. You don't wait till you get home to wash. If you're at work, make what you have to. Get a cup, get a water, make yourself comfortable, a bathroom where no one is in and out. Take care of your hygiene. When you finish doing all that business of washing and cleaning up and feeling fresh, remember to leave the toilet seat and the toilet area clean. There should be no paper with blood anywhere in that space. Well, how do we wash? We have what we call the labia, and some of us are heavier than some, and some of us have different sizes, so sometimes we have to shift and rub. And we do it equally because we have two sides, so we rub. And we can sometimes put one leg someplace up so you can get the space, and you rub. Behind, you stretch your hands in the back and you rub. If you use the toilet, like you make a bowel movement, you take a dump, take a shit. In some people language, we say move your bowels or doo-doo. Some people say take a dump, take a shit. However, I want you to understand the reason for my language. Toilet paper doesn't always clean properly. Wipes. If you cannot afford to use wipes, paper towel wet. Remember to wipe front to back. So you wipe front to back. You don't wipe back to front, because that's putting you at risk for infection, urinary tract infection. Sex. Many of us, I don't know if it's because we do a quickie or we rush and we think we can just wipe when we finish with sexual intercourse. And we're okay. We're done feeling good, if we even felt good. And we just wipe. No. Men and women should urinate after sex. And after urinating, wash, squeeze, and wash. Wash. Because the jamming or the poking or the rubbing, you can have bacteria, okay? Staph, is it? That one? I'm not saying which one because I can't remember right now. Going from the back to the front, rubbing on the urinary entrance, that tract the entrance, and then you can get infection. Urinate and then wash. Nobody should know that you just had a fun time. Hygiene care after sex is very important, because as you sweat, the smell comes up. Now, talking about smell, you know, my mother is gone. She went wherever, but she's not on earth anymore. And when we were growing up, she said, before anyone can smell you, you should be able to smell yourself. And she said all you had to do was that. And if you did this and you smell something, it's because you know you need to wash. Well, those are for the ladies. Men, you think you're special and you don't have anything like that to wash. But I've heard many people said, up until recently, that men think they don't smell, but their balls are sometimes so sweaty and smelly. It wasn't my language, it was what was said to me. And for proper English and terminology, I'm going to replace balls with testicles. You know, the shaft is the penis and the two testicles. You have to move and wash. And you have to move and wash. Always important to use a rag.